Hey, what's up, good people? How you doing? Welcome back to Stock Up with Larry Jones. There you go, right there. Hey, do me a favor, hit that like, subscribe, and notification bell if you have not already joined this family known as Stock Up You. Okay, where my people at? There we are. Got everything going. Yeah, everything is firing off right now. We're just gonna talk and get some things in the way. All right, there we go. All right, I see your comments. Yep. All right, good people. Hey, there y'all are. Hey, hopefully you're having a great day. Man, this camera's a little tight on me. Hopefully you guys are having a great day. Let's dive right into a little stock and a little crypto. All right. So S&P Dow futures are higher after index notches record closes. We could see that. I got a few notes here. Let's see here. U.S. markets are hitting new record highs, but some of you guys got stock that ain't, right? We're going to discuss that. U.S. markets are hitting new record highs, especially the Dow and S&P, while AI stocks struggle and crypto sentiment remains tied to broader macro flows. Okay, so we're going to get into all of that. So we see what's going on with the markets. Okay, so let's start here. Let's talk about this. I'm not going to say I'm not going to be before you long, and then maybe I won't be before you long, because if I say it's going to be short, it's going to be long. Y'all know how this goes. All right, so we got the Dow and NASDAQ. Like the article said, they are up. I got you. You're saying, how come I got red in my portfolio? Because the NASDAQ was down. The NASDAQ is actually down today, and we don't like that, by 60 points. What's in the NASDAQ? What's in the NASDAQ is a lot of big tech, and a lot of you guys, including myself, have a lot of big tech in our portfolios, and so that's why we saw some red today. What else do we have? We got stock that are tied to crypto, and if that's you, put a check in the box. Even though the markets are hitting all-time highs, you had some red in your portfolio. Put in there me. Put in the chat me right now. Okay, let's talk about it. All right, so let's go here. Okay, what did we have? I got the Qs. Okay, so here are some levels that we were looking at on the Qs. Now, this is for scalp trading. I just want to go over this right quick. This is what I gave my people in Money Moves. I'm on the 15-minute, but on the 2-minute, you could see what was going on. I have my levels here in the pre-market. This was the pre-market low, pre-market high. We came down, hit this. You could have did a put, then you could have turned right around and did a call, and then you would have hit 1, 2, all 3 levels on the Q. Money Moves is where you learn how to do that. Okay, so let's keep it going. This is what I want to share with you guys. I want to front end this with information. See, we got the me. There we go. Me, right? Me, right? Me. Hi, Larry, I need your indicator badly. Any chance you could give it to one more? I tell you what, if you're in WAP and you send me your Trading View username, message me in WAP, your Trading View username. Everyone will have the indicator by Christmas. But yes, send me your Trading View username if you're already in my WAP. Okay. All right. So let's talk about this. Let's talk about what happens. Right. Why is the stock market slower after Christmas? So look at this. During Christmas season. This is what I want to get you guys ready for, and then we're going to go from there. I can't see your indicator in Money Moves because it's not available for everybody yet. Okay, it's just a handful of people have it, and we're testing it in beta. But you will have it by Christmas. Okay, All right, so let's look at this and then I'll come back and answer the questions. All right, stock market generally experienced a slowdown and reduced trading volume in the latter half of December, primarily due to major market participants taking holiday vacations and year-end portfolio adjustments, okay? And so you're going to have tax loss harvesting. People are going to be pulling back. You're going to see low volume in the second half of December. All right, we're talking next week. You're going to start seeing a slowdown. Don't want that to freak you out. So what you don't want to do is load up on stock that nobody wants. You ever tried to sell stock and it had no volume and it just sat there? And then you tried to do a sell order, right? You tried to do a limit order, it didn't work. And then you just said, well, I'm gonna do a market order. And they still didn't buy it. That's because there was no volume and nobody wanted it, okay? And so that's what I wanted to point out to you. But here's some other things I want to point out to you guys. I wanted to talk about it on our live on yesterday. That's why I'm live today. Okay, this is what I want you guys to know. What's a normal PE on the entire stock market, right? A normal PE on the entire stock market averages around 15 to 20. 15 being better than 20. The lower the PE, price to earnings, the better value the stock is, right? So now 15 to 20 is a normal. Remember, the lower number is better, okay? So then you go into what is the PE today, right? Look at that. What is the PE today? So we're looking at S&P 27, let's just call that 28, all right? We could see that. The S&P 500 forward PE is 24, and you could see this, right? And it tells you where the high PEs and the low PEs are. This is what I want you guys getting used to doing, because this is going to help you see why there's fear in the street. Not blood yet, but fear. All right. What was the highest PE ratio? This is what's really crazy, okay? The highest ever PE, price to earnings ratio for the entire U.S. stock market occurred during, look at that, people, the dot-com bubble of 2000. The dot-com bubble of 2000 is when the entire stock market experienced its highest PE. It was insane, okay? Now, why did I bring that up? Because look at these numbers. Look at this. This is insane, okay? So here, late 1998 through 2002, the S&P 500 PE consistently stayed above 30, all right? And so it shows here, the S&P PE spiked to all-time highs of 123.73 times, okay? So, but you got to look at the overall PE ratio, okay? And so why am I bringing this up? They keep talking about a bubble. They keep talking about an AI bubble. And listen, it could go even further. Now, I know that Tom Lee expects a crash, a pullback of around 20% on the S&P 500 sometime in 2026. All right? I go with him, and I told you guys, I get it. And I could see us having a pullback. Will it be 20%? I don't know if it's going to be that much. Why? We got midterm elections. And let me tell you something. The worst thing that could happen to a president, remember, I do forensics. I take all of the data and put it on. The worst thing that could happen to a president is for us to be in a stock market crash and then running for office. And what can he do about that? Big beautiful bill. The money printers are in the big beautiful bill. Just like the Fed kept cutting on the money printers. Well, there's stimulus money in the big beautiful bill, which could further fuel the stock market, which could further push it even higher. and I'm still keeping cash just in case. As of December 2025, the estimate average trailing price to earnings PE ratio for big tech stock is approximately 35 to 40x. Okay, but let's look at some of them. Look at this. Nvidia around 55 times as October 25 data more recently. Apple, look at this, 37.2, right? Microsoft 33.9, Amazon 32.1, Alphabet 31.3, okay? And you know what? It's not going to stay around 15. Big tech is always higher. So for a PE to be around 20 to 25, it's getting high for the overall stock market, for some stock, but not for big tech, okay? But the market, if you ask me, is still a bit too expensive. Now, I'm going to tell you why I said that. And we have to understand, remember the bull run of 2021 when everything ran up. Crypto was on fire. We had one of the biggest bull runs ever in 2021. Why? The Fed had printed all of that money after COVID, and it found its way into the stock market. And when that happened, everybody, people were calling me. I had senior citizens. I want some of that Sheeb Emu. All right. Give me some of that doggy coin. Everybody was running to the stock market. And then the top of 2022, it was too frothy, meaning the entire stock market was too expensive. In 2022, the entire year, it just went straight down. Now, why are you saying that, Larry? If this happens, I want you to have a game plan. And that game plan is to grab a new tool out of your toolbox. That's what I want you to do. Grab a new tool out of your toolbox. What is that tool? Learning options, learning how to do puts, and learning how to do calls. If you don't know how to short the stock market, you don't have to. All you have to do is do puts, right? And you could do puts in 2025. You could have done puts all year long in 2022, all year long. Let's go back. Okay. This is what I want to show you guys. Look at this. In 2022, it'll be better on another chart, but I'm going to show you. In 2022, look at that. That is right there. You see that? December 31st, straight down, all the way to October. Look at that. So that's a whole year from December to October. Even if we go from December to December, the entire stock market, entire S&P just fell all the way down. And just when you think it couldn't get any worse, it did. And the people that made bank were the people that were doing put options every day. They would just get up in the morning while everybody else was running like the world was on fire. They were making money, riding the market down. All right. So let's look at a little crypto. You know what? I'm just going to answer some questions. I'm going to just run through this and then we'll answer some questions. We know there's a bunch of red in there. We know that the day is going to be, I was half and half. We know the week is going to be red and the month is definitely going to be all red. And then we're going to look at what's happening right here. This tells the story. If you look here, Bitcoin, flat over the last 7 days. I'll take flat right now. Ethereum up 2. We got XRP down about 3.44 for the week. And here we are at $2-ish on XRP. Okay. Now I'm going to say something positive about XRP. But if you look at here, there we go. Boom. We're going up because it bounced up. But if it stay where it is right now, you're going to see this go right back down. And why? When there's bad news, people start selling. When it's good news, they start buying. You need to be doing the polar opposite. I see nothing wrong with buying XRP under $2. I see nothing wrong with it, right? As a matter of fact, not only am I still holding my XRP, but I'm buying. I let people in Money Moves know today that I'm buying the ETF. I'm buying the ETF. We bought some today. I bought some IBIT today, and I bought some XRP ETF. Now, I'm keeping my regular XRP and Bitcoin in my crypto portfolio, should I say, in my crypto broker. But I'm also buying bits and pieces right now of the ETF. When crypto winter come, I'm going to be buying more. I'm going to be buying more Ethereum ETF, Bitcoin ETF, and XRP ETF. Yes, I'm going to be buying it more. And I'm going to be buying it both as stock in ETFs, and I'm going to be buying it in my crypto portfolio, right? More in my crypto portfolio, but I'm still going to be buying in my ETF, right? Why? Because I can borrow against my ETFs. And what are you going to do with that money? I can buy more crypto, regular crypto. All right. So I'm going to answer some questions. I didn't want to be too long. I wanted to front end this because I didn't have a lot of time to make a video today. All right, Larry, what do you think about? I don't know. All right, I'm going to rewind and go back with you 5 months. Okay, let's go. I don't know why. Where? Oh, right, we got Money Moves. My man. Yes, sir. Oh, it's going on right now. All right. I am holding up well. Thank you so much. Yep, we're here. You guys are commenting right here. George. Yep, ready to learn. So one of the things I want to tell you is don't fear if the market pulls back. Just have a plan. And that plan is still to make money. And if the market starts like cooling off for a long period of time, then trade the trend. And you could actually do puts and actually ride it down and make money, right? Plus, you can add to your long-term portfolios. My man, hey, welcome to the family. Happy holidays. Oh, guys, hey, what's going on? I am. My people from Ireland. Man, I can't wait to get back to Ireland. I love that place. Everything looks like it's dead now. Is Ondo dead? Everything in crypto looks like it's dead now. All alts look like they're dead right now. No, it's not dead. No, they sleeping, but it's not dead. It's not dead. Believe it or not, Pepe and Bunk ain't dead yet. It's just that you got to look at where Bitcoin is, and then you got to look at where the altcoins are, and you got to look at what's been happening with these liquidations. And if you ask me, they're actually still doing well, all things considered. Remember, this is crypto, it's not stocks. Hey, family. Hey, Steve L. Yes. Hey, guys. Hey, I want you guys to do something for me, please. I'm going to just play this. So I went to Wall Street on Monday, and I shot this show. And they just posted it. I'm going to just play you guys a piece of it. I'm going to leave a link. It's going to be the top link below. I want this. These are these guys from Melanin Money. Great guys. We had a great time. I want this to be their #1 show, the highest viewed show, right? Let's listen.
Rich people think, I hope I don't have to touch this money in another 30 years. Poor people think, What if I need it? Rich people see.
I don't want to get, so that's called Melanin Money. It's the wealth trap most Americans never escape. Guys, I'm going to leave, it's called Melanin Money. I'm going to leave a link. The top link is going to be to this, Melanin Money. I want you to watch this episode. My face is on the thumbnail. It's today's episode. And let's blow this up, all right? And then I got my girl here. We're going to talk about her next. We're going to talk about my girl here, Camilla Stevenson. We're going to talk about her next, all right? My next live, we're going to have her on. She's killing it also. Camilla Stevenson is her name. I'm going to have her come on and we're going to talk. Because when you listen to her, and if you're in the XRP, to me, she gives the most. It's not just pumping. She'll talk about the positives of XRP, but she gives you good information and she tells you a good way to accumulate it. So I think she's very fair and balanced. All right. Yeah, everyone hit that like button. Big liquidation. Man, we keep having liquidations, okay? So let me tell you guys this too. Somebody gave me $5. Larry, I am praying for you. Man, I appreciate you so much. Thank you for always feeding the family. I thank you so much. You know, I just keep it moving right now, because if I don't keep it moving right now, sometimes you got to keep it moving, not to just get caught up in the moment. I will take my time. I will take my time when it's time. I was sitting with my dad today, so sometime that drive is an hour and a half either way. I thank you guys. Thank you. Thank you so much. All right. So, hi, Larry, I need an indicator. Yep. We got the Mies. Curious of how you felt about Hive. Yeah, remember I had the CEO on it. At some point, I'm going to get back into it. I had the CEO on, they reached out. I think that if crypto takes off again, I think Hive will pop because it is already sold up. It's already sold off, right? What's the other one? Iron, it popped up and it's starting to cool off. Some of them have yet to pop, and Hive is one of those. So I'm going to look at it. And when crypto turns around and start to go back up, Hive is going to be one of the first ones I look at. Yeah. All right. End of the day flat. Yep. Okay. Man, I love you guys. What else we have, Uncle Larry? You think BTC's? You know what? After talking with some of these CEOs like Hive and all of that, let me make sure I read this correctly. Uncle Larry, do you think Bitcoin will close higher at the end of the year? You know, that window of opportunity is very small. I think it has a better opportunity to go higher next year. And I actually think it's Q1, but that's just a thought. That doesn't mean that's what's going to happen. So I think that, you know, we'll go back and hit some more lows first, and then I believe that we could come back higher. And actually, I think that we could actually go back. And I personally think that we can go back to the 76 area like we did before. Guys, remember this. This is on the weekly. I'm on the weekly, okay? Remember when everybody was freaking out and we went down to 74, myself, stocks with Josh, Keen, and Grace, all said we're going to buy, and we bought down here at 76, and then I actually went down to 74, so I bought from 76 down to 74, and then it turned around after it hit the bottom and ran back up 67%, 68%. And now it has since cooled back off. Now it has cooled back off as much as 36%. Now we're down about 30%. And so I think it's going to go lower, and then we could turn around and rebound and go higher. And I think that higher is now is in 2026. We keep having these liquidations, over leveraging, all of the funny stuff that's happening with the institutional buy-ins, whales selling, getting tired. I think it's fatigue going on. But let's see what's in the big beautiful bill, because if that liquidation comes in and midterms are looking nasty, I believe that this administration is going to do like every other administration, regardless of the side. They're going to throw everything at the dartboard and go with what sticks. Lost a ton of crypto and crypto related stock. We got to be careful not to be over leveraged, meaning having all of our money in crypto and then all of our stock are crypto based stock. So we got to be careful. You got to be more diversified. You are so welcome. Tom got smoked today on CNBC. What, the interview? I got to see that. Challenge him for, wow, I got to watch that. Thank you so much. Not necessarily. Usually we have what's called a Christmas rally, and the market does end higher. Normally, more times than not, that's where the term Christmas rally comes from. And it actually, the Christmas rally is really, I believe it's the last 5 days of the year, right? And the first 2 days of next year. So that's where it is. It's not the whole second half. You're going to see a lot of sideways trading. Like if you look at today, you're going to see a lot of that for the next 2 weeks, some dips and then a little rebounds and some dips. But the Christmas rally, if you really think about it, off the top of my head, I believe it's the last 5 days of December and the first 2 days of January 2026. All right. Hey, I think Tom Lee got it wrong. You know what? These are all guesses. No one can tell you exactly. Thank you. No one can tell you exactly what the market is going to do. Hey, Merry Christmas. Yeah, he said Tom Lee was blind to the market manipulation. Yeah, there's a lot going on. There's stuff the Fed's trying to do, and there's stuff the president's trying to do. We're buying back bonds. Exactly. You got two things. You got the Fed and you got the president, because there's a lot of money in the big, beautiful bill. All right. Red day tomorrow. Let's see what it is today. Well, last night I told Money Moves that, remember the market generally needs 48 hours after an FOMC meeting to see what's going on. And we can't go off of the next day. We've been through this so many times, and you kind of get used to these things, okay? So if you look at the pre-markets right now, last night they were down big. Like the S&P was down. But as it stands right now, look at that. Futures look up. And so I'm just going to tell you guys, this is exactly what I'm talking about. The NASDAQ future right now is up 228 points. What is that going to do? That's going to erase today's losses in the NASDAQ. It's not time to have a knee-jerk reaction. You're just going to throw money away. You guys see this, right? Last night, it was down by 228 points. Now, tonight is up by 228 points. Let's see what the morning market is going to bring us. That's why it's never time to panic. Not right now. No, I'm not buying any service mistake. Worst mistake investing in alts this year. Should have crashed. Listen, at gain 92.17. Listen, you just need to strategize. I feel you. I feel your pain right now. I feel you going, what's going on? You see the red. I want you to look for the green, because, again, I put it in yesterday's video. I want you to stack Bitcoin, Ethereum. Here, let me do it again, because this is important for you guys to see. Right now, in the thick of things, it just doesn't seem like it's feasible, and it doesn't seem like anything is working, right? It doesn't seem like anything is going right. But I just want to show you guys this. I just want you to see this. Okay, one more. XRP. Now, this is if you bought it, and I know if you said, yeah, but I'm not feeling that right now, but I want you to feel this. I want you to look at this. And I want you to see, had you just bought 5 years ago, and this is through crypto winter, this is what's happening. Even now, Bitcoin still up 390%. Ethereum still up 493%. XRP still up 295% on the 5 year. Look at that. Okay? On the 5 year. Now, if you bought at the top, I understand. If you bought Ethereum at the top, I understand. But if you bought XRP, it never ran up like Ethereum. Bitcoin didn't. Ethereum was the one, if you bought at the top, you in trouble. Okay? But if you just bought and you just hold, what do you think is going to happen in the next 4 year cycle? What do you think is going to happen by 2030? So what you need to do, gang, because I'm reading your comments. I feel like I know. Let me help you. What you need to do is when it comes down again in crypto winter, here's where you need to be buying. All of this time, when no one's talking about it, nobody's making videos about any Bitcoin, here's where you dollar cost average at. And that's where you buy. Look for the green and the red and just be patient. I'm telling you, it will pay off. All right. Okay. How much? Oh, granny. Well, we bought some granny shots today. We bought some today. I got a lot of it. I got a lot of it. I'm close to 100K, but I'm going to sell some because some I was buying a little higher. So I'm going to put a stop loss. Remember, it's okay to put stop losses on some of your ETFs. Okay. It's okay to put a stop loss on this on a portion that you bought higher. Okay. If you plan on rebuying at a lower rate, you just start engaging some stop losses or keep your eye on the market and you could sell some. You don't have to sell them all. Okay. Hey, bless you. Kiko Stocks. Bless you. No, I'm not buying memes. Here's what I'm going to tell you. I'm not buying memes, though I'm keeping the memes that I have. I'm not buying any memes, and I've been telling you guys for the last 6 months. It's not the time. It's not the time. If you look and try to time the bottom, you're going to miss out. And what you have to do sometimes, especially when there's so much uncertainty, you got to wait and make sure a bottom is established and you're going up and just buy here, right? And so I'm not buying. Now, let me say this. We're not in crypto winter yet. But if you're buying for the next 4 years, then it's okay to be buying, right? It's okay to be buying. But right now, I would buy memes before I would buy alts before I would buy memes right now. Because if we go down, remember, Bitcoin moves like this, alts move like that, memes move like that. All right. Oh, I'm not sure. I haven't checked it at Sprouts Farmers Markets. I'm not sure about that. First, I thought you was talking about Sam Freed Bakeman or whatever backwards. Love you, Cody. Yep. Bless you. Do you think the market is following Bitcoin? That's a great question because the market, Bitcoin has been leading all this year, but Bitcoin is in a pattern. Bitcoin is in an area of consolidation right now. So I don't think it's leading right now. I don't. Though most of this year, Bitcoin was like a precursor to where the stock market was going. But there's times where it decouples, and I think it has decoupled right now. One day we'll talk about REITs. You put in $100 a day. I tell you what, I want you to look at value trading. Okay, I want you to look at value trading. Let me show you guys this again. Okay, it's called value trading. So I want you to decrease that by a little bit. And let me show you what value trading is. So I'm going to pull up granny shots, and this will probably be the last one that. Now, you don't have to use this one. Okay, let's see here. That's going to be a ETF. Okay, funds. There we go. All right. So I want you guys to look at this. Okay. Let's go here. You can apply this with anything. Now, I know that we usually look at the 200-day moving average. Okay. But sometimes I'll go to the 100-day moving average, right? So let's put that in there. 100-day moving average. And then I'm just going to go to a 2-day. Oh, it's new. Yeah, Granny Shots is too new for that. All right. So from here on out, remember this is not a this hasn't been out that long. But what I'm doing is on a 2-day, let's go to the day then. You're going to get it. All right. So consider doing this. You could continue to buy, but what you could do is the 2-day is better. All right, let's just go on the daily. Consider buying when this comes close to the 200-day moving average a little more. That's what I'm going to say. And I'm sorry, I'm on the 100-day. Okay, let's engage the 200-day. The 200-day is going to be further down. So just the 100-day. So this is another way for you to do what's called value trading. Here, we got Friday, November 25th. Boom. Here's a buy. Okay, that's when you should have bought. And then it bounces off. Okay, so I'm on the 100-day EMA, right? And I'm on the daily. And then if you go to the 2-day, you're going to see, because it's new, it's not going to really show you. Let me show you what I'm saying. I'm going to go to the Qs. If you go to the Qs and you do this, right? And you put it on a 2-day, 100-day moving average, you're going to see more buy signals. You're going to see more buy signals, right? So buy. You could have bought here. 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 And so you can continue to dollar cost average. But when you see it comes close on the 100 EMA, on the 2-day, then that's when you can buy even more. Value cost averaging. Okay. All right. Uncle Larry, what do you think about Jack Cleaver and his XRP? I don't know what his XRP prediction is. All I know is I have my XRP, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to find the right moving average with XRP, and I'm getting the ETF. Any thoughts on USAR? We sold literally at the top. I believe that is good long term, but there may be some more downward spin. Now, here's what I want you to do with USAR. Take your head out of the charts, and I want you to follow the news story. If America, if the president says, okay, China, we're going to continue to use your rare earths, then USAR is going to fall. If that erodes, the talks erodes, and it doesn't look like there's going to be a deal done, then USAR will start to tick back up. So I want you to keep your eye on that, Justin, okay? All right. Man, I've been to everywhere in Florida except Naples. I got to come, Kukos. Let's do a meet and greet, man. You got your own stocks channel? Let's do a meet and greet out there. How to short better? I'm just telling you, listen, learn the charts, learn how to do puts. Me and Josh talked about that after 2022. You could have just shorted every week and just made money. Follow the trend. And there were times when I personally tried to do a call like this gotta be the bottom. Nope, it just kept going down. The trend is your friend. Can we get Biden and Gensler back? You know it's bad. You know it's bad when you say, can we get Biden and Gensler back? And when Marjorie Taylor Greene is the voice of reasoning. It's bad out there. Either way. Yep. Oh, we got my money movers there. Oh, that's my girl. Ann. Hey, Ann in the house. Hey, guys. Why I got you guys. Listen, I was at Wall Street this Monday. They did an interview, these guys here. I want you guys, it's going to be the top link.
I hope I don't have to touch this money and
I'm giving you guys some game on this. I'm sorry, I didn't even have it. This is it. So they aired it, and it aired today. I want you guys to watch this. We did this
Rich people
on Wall Street. This is the New York Stock Exchange. So it's called Melanin Money. I love those brothers, man. They're doing a great job. It's called The Wealth Trap Most Americans Never Escape. Y'all go over there and leave, just flood it with comments. Leave 5 comments apiece. We want them to know that Stock Up is in the house. Are you DCA small amounts in Bitcoin and Ethereum, or both? Both. Right now, I'm just buying the ETFs because I never sold any Bitcoin. Just to let you guys know. I sold alts. You guys know when I had the stop losses and all of that and memes, and I swung bunk, made 42,000 and then made another. So wound up being like 62,000. And then I used that to buy my XRP, right? But I never sold my Bitcoin because that Bitcoin I've had, you guys saw when I bought that. I bought some at 19, 20, and 24. I'm not selling that. Would you buy BTC raw, RTC, and XRP ETFs daily, weekly? So this is what I'm doing. Remember how I just showed you the 100-day moving average on the 2-day time frame? I'm buying more than the ETFs because I'm just being honest with you. I'm not buying the regular because I have it already. I have a ton of it. I have hundreds of thousands of dollars of crypto in my crypto account. Now I'm buying the ETFs, and I'm buying them, and I'm buying those very sparingly. When am I going to 4x the amount of daily or 5x the amount of daily buys I'm doing right now in crypto winter? Because of where we are in the season, I'm going to wait till crypto winter. And when crypto winter hit, that's when I'm going to buy a lot. So right now, I just got it for in my Fidelity. I'm buying every Friday, XRP, ETH, and Bitcoin ETFs, right? Why? You can borrow against it. Not only can you borrow against it from Fidelity, you can borrow against it from your bank. And what would you do with that money that you borrow from your equity? Buy more equities. Buy an ascending asset. And so you can take that money and then turn around in your Coinbase and buy more Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP. Follow? That's what wealthy people do. Yes, you know who talks about the Japan carry trade really, really, really good? I'm going to show you. Her name is
Throw it as hard as
Camilla
you want.
Stevenson.
Go on.
Sorry about that, good people. Her name is Camilla Stevenson, right? I'm going to have her on the show. This is her. Her name is Camilla Stevenson, and she is in beast mode. Okay, so she talks about it, and I think she's very, 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 very fair. All right, we're going to have her on the show. Love you guys too. Actually, after we cool off, I believe that we're going to cool off and consolidate just a little more. And then I believe, personally, somewhere in Q1, it may be the first 4 months of January because we're running out of time. I believe that we could revisit the highs. And I know that window of opportunity is getting smaller. I believe we could revisit the highs. All right, good people. I haven't eaten yet, but I am about to go eat. I hear them. Hey, I guys want you to please, can you make a tutorial video on how to use the trading view for money moves? It's in money moves. It's in there. Look at options for dummies. Okay. Look at options for dummies. I got an entire class in money moves. It's there. The entire tab. Okay. MicroStrategy, over leveraged, man. This is over leveraged. I talked about them all year. You guys haven't heard me mention MicroStrategy in a minute. They're in a tricky spot. Remember, they're leveraged to Bitcoin. There's going to be a time to buy MicroStrategy again, but I'm going to wait until it bottoms out, until we cool off a little bit more and go back up, and then I may think about getting in. But I've made all my money in MicroStrategy, made a ton of money, and I just think it's right now, because of the over leveraging, it's risky. Because if MicroStrategy is forced to sell some of their Bitcoin to make themselves hold, that stock is not going to do well. That's all I could say. You need over $2 on SUI? Yeah. Patience. Oh, he didn't make a video today? I don't know. Hey guys, I'm going to leave it right there. You guys already know Stock Up You. You guys know that's where you're going to learn and earn. I got an Options for Dummies class in there. Everything you need to know about Trading View, I got it in there too. How to do options, how to ride the market down, and how to ride the market up by doing calls or puts. It's in there. To have a better understanding of crypto, it's in there. That's all in Stock Up You. Now, someone asked, there is a difference in Stock Up You and Money Moves. Stock Up You is a one-time payment, lifetime access university. That's the course. Money Moves is where you see my plays. And right now, because we're going into Christmas, we're in learning phase right now. It's not going to be a lot of calls in anybody's Discords over the next 2 weeks because of what I showed you guys in the beginning. But January, we're going to be killing it in Money Moves. So you're going to see those 3 links. The top link is going to be that show. I want you guys to go over there and show me some love. And we're going to go from there. There it is right there. This is how the thumbnail looks right there. The wealth trap most people. They got me looking sideways like, come on, man. All right, good people. My man that hangs with Bernie Mac. All right, good people. I love you guys. Thank you for prayers. Thank you for your prayers. Thank you for praying with me. Just wanted to hang out with you for a little while. And we'll see you tomorrow. You have a blessed one. Make sure you hit the description and check out the links below. And go over there to Melanin Money. That's going to be the top link. And leave a comment and let them know that you guys roll with me. I love you guys. I'm going to continue to give you my absolute best. Live, love, laugh, and learn.